Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on the old rig Sparky again. I haven't been posting in a while because I've been busy with life, getting my driving lessons and everything else done, so I've just been busy, so that's why I haven't posted in a while. I've also been busy with this. This was one of the things I've been busy with a lot. As you can see, we got new headlights for both of the front sides, and we also have new fog lights as well. I can't tell if you can see those or not because the sun's in my eyes, but so I just barely tried to film a video on this. I was so much more upbeat. I was so much more like happy or whatever you want to call it, because after replacing those headlights, I didn't just replace the headlights, I also replaced the bulbs in them. Because of that, the blinker relays, which look almost like this, they're similar. It's two of these. They're stacked. Let's see. They're stacked side by side like that, and they plug into the wiring harness. This is what I got for it, and this does not have enough prongs to support the freaking stuff, so it is annoying. I don't like it. So these turned out to do nothing, and what I mean by the LEDs or not the LEDs, but the relays are expecting more voltage or whatever, and so because of that, my hazard lights work just fine because they use a different circuit. Stop it. However, my indicators themselves do not, and so both the left and right ones are just blinking rapidly, whereas the hazards, they work just fine. So because they were expecting a higher voltage and the LEDs do not consume as much as the old halogen bulbs did, I got these. These are supposed to fix that because these don't need as much, These don't need as much voltage to have your headlights work, but either there's not enough prongs or these things are just that cheap. These ones in particular, they just don't work. So it is rather unfortunate that doesn't work, but in today's video, anyways, now that I've explained all of that, we are going to be replacing our ignition lock because this one's broken and I absolutely despise it. So if I turn it to the run position, as you can see, all my lights come on, I should not be able to do this. That's not supposed to happen. It also, a lot of times, will have this nasty tendency to do this. I don't know. It's not doing it yet. Oh, there it goes. Oh, now it's... I understand that the door is open. Oh my goodness. Please be quiet, Sparky. Anyways, as you can see, this is accessory mode. Actually, no, that's not. That's accessory mode. This is off. This is the... I don't even know what this is. I think this is like the lock mode or whatever, and then you got the run position, and then one more turn that way would start it. However, oh, there it goes. Oh, man. Anyways, I should not be able to pull this out while it's in the run position, and sometimes when I go put this key in, push it all the way in, look, it doesn't turn. Turn it back, turn it forward, turn it back, turn it forward. Sometimes it'll turn. It's not supposed to do that. Look, it's stuck again. Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah, it also does that too. So like, oh, it's locked. There. Look, I can't take my key back now. There we go. And look, it's in the off position. There's nothing. Anyways, the key's just super annoying. So we're going to be replacing this with our new ignition lock. And this at least should work. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that. This is going to be a little bit more difficult than the blinker switch I tried to replace, which, by the way, if you ever do this, you need to know where your blinker relays are. They're right up there for the 2001 to I think like 2004 Dodge Dakota variants. More importantly, with the trim being SLT. So right there, this black box, that is your blinkers relays. They're just right up here. You just pop it off of this brace, it'll come down, it'll just hang here, and you just pull your relays out of it. So anyway, This is not my first rodeo in taking the steering column off, nor is it my first time taking apart the dash. Fortunately, for this task, we don't have to take apart the entire dash, we just have to take apart this. But I have done this many times, so yeah. I think by now I should probably know what I'm doing. You're gonna need a, what is this? I think this is like a T20. I can't tell, the bottom of it is so rubbed off. Yeah, T and then blur. Like it's literally just been marked off. Anyway, it's like a T15 or T25. I think this is a T15. This does not look like a T25 to me. Anyways, so you're gonna have one bolt here, right behind the steering column adjuster. It'll be like this, and you just pull, it'll come off, and then you take your screwdriver and you unscrew this one. Make sure you don't lose these. There are 3 of these, so you're just gonna want to set them down there. And then you're gonna want to come up in the bottom of the steering column, and you're gonna undo this one. Sometimes it falls out, sometimes it doesn't. Like in this case, he's not going to fall out. And then you're gonna come over here to the second one, which the sun is very much in my way of the camera. So right there, you can see where the screwdriver is. And oh, you can see how the whole thing is loose now. And both of those did not come out. Alright, anyways, after you've done that, you can start organizing your bolts, or screws rather. You're going to come over here to your shifter bezel. You're going to push in, like push up and then pull at the same time. That will dislodge the top from the bottom. Then you'll be able to slide this up the steering column just to right there. And then we should have dropped our bolts. It gave us one. And the other one, I believe, is somehow still tight. What the heck? I thought I loosened this one all the way. Oh, I definitely did. He's just being stubborn and refusing to come out. Anyway, come up here to the top, pop this off. He just pops off like that. We have our hazards, and you can see the ignition lock right there. But we still have to remove this bottom panel. We're just gonna push in on the ignition lock a little bit. There goes our screw. Also, I don't know if it's like this for every Dakota, but at least on mine, the middle screw is silver. I don't know why. It just is. So that's interesting. Anyway, then you're going to have to guide it up and over this and then pull down. Just like that. You can set this aside. Now, as you can see, this is not going anywhere. This is solid. It doesn't, the Dodge does that so it doesn't fall out. And with good reason. You don't want your ignition lock falling out. So what you're gonna do is right here in that little hole is an access port where you can push in with a flathead to pull it out. Now if you notice, why isn't it working? Grr, I'm trying so hard. Because you have to use, gosh dang it, there's my keys. Because you have to put the key in the ignition. That is so outrageously odd. Turn it to the run position. That should unlock this. Allow you to push it out. I'll do this with the phone out of my hand. So I'm going to try and prop you guys up somewhere where you can see the ignition lock. I can't tell how good you guys can see. That's actually really nice. Does here work? Yes, here works. Okay. Alright, anyways, stick our screwdriver in there. There you go. It just comes out just like that. That was actually really easy. I wasn't really expecting it to be that easy. Yeah, he just works, I guess. Yeah, look. So as you can see, here's a better demonstration of that mechanism. I can't push in. This would be the accessory mode. I still can't push in. I turn it to the run position, and I can. Also, this is the start position, so this will like lock and turn over completely. This is the run position, right there. You can see I could click it. This is the lock, like secondary accessory lock, and then if you turn it one more, that just completely locks the truck. So here we go. Perfect example of it not giving me back my key. Let's see. So this is the lock position. Look, I can't even turn it. There it goes. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so let's get this replaced. Another benefit of replacing it is now I have this cool head to my key. I'm not going to show the key itself. I don't want key thieving. But as you can see, they are different on the heads. That one is gold and the new one is silver. Alright, so now all damaged and broken. And here's our new guy. Much more shiny, as you can tell. Not as scratched either. So now I'm going to go ahead, put this in here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so he is now in that push position. So now all we have to do is put it in, I believe. It should be that easy at least. Hold up, we just struggling here for whatever dumb reason. There we go. All right. Oh, dude, look at that. Look how clean that is. Oh, I could feel every single turn. Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. Look at that. I don't think I have it seated in there all the way, but hold up. Alright, there we go. Shall we see if it starts? Beautiful. The dash is dinging at me because the oil pressure didn't go up, but it's up now. Hey! Yippee! Why is it so shaky? Anyways. And then if I turn it to any other position that's not this. Oh yeah, it's not coming out. If I do this, it just takes more force than I'm used to. Alright, there we go. Now, we can go ahead and put on all our goodies. Starting with the bottom guy, you're going to come over here to the left side first. You're going to sandwich it back there. So like you're just going to push it back. This is on the inside of the cover. I'm pretty sure, at least that's how it's supposed to go. I don't know, we'll see. Slide it over this. And you're going to come over here. You're going to slide it up over your old ignition. Huh, slightly annoying. Anyway, it doesn't quite fit as good as the old one, I'm noticing. But like as you can see, there's this huge gap here. But once we bolt it up and everything, it should be good. I can't pull this out, can I? No, it's not. He's not going anywhere, so. Okay, that is good. There we go. Alright, and we can take our top. Can put him on top. Oh yeah, there's also the blinker thing. This thing needs to go on the inside of this as well. Careful not to crush your hazard lights. And then yeah, the stuff in the back goes on the inside for sure. You just press it into place, they'll clip. This side's all done, and back of this needs to be. There we go. You can definitely hear that one. All right, there we go. And now we can take our. Oh wait, nope, not yet. What we need to do. Oh, don't do that. Bad. There we go. Just make sure his side's also on there. He's on. All right. Now we can take this, which I think I was actually supposed to put this on before, but it's okay. He will still go on. So you're just gonna slide one side in first, and then he just clips in like that. So he's in. As you can see, the gap is less noticeable now that it's lined up, so we got that going for us. Let's get these screws in. we're going to grab... Woohoo! Let's not drop these. Anyways, we're going to grab these screws and we're going to put them in. Put them in the steering column. The silver guy goes in this middle screw for... The silver screw for some reason goes in the middle. Not 100% sure I understand that, but he does, whatever. And then this last guy comes up over here. He's way up over here, so you can't quite see that. But he goes right here, same way we took him out. And he just goes right up in there. I stripped the head off of my screws, so you just gotta turn it until it gets a little tight, and then you have to stop. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So, let me push this back on. There we go. Old ignition lock is out. Not my problem anymore. It still is gonna take some getting used to pull this thing out of the ignition lock. I'm not actually used to the key, the teeth on the key hitting the locks on the inside. So pulling it out is a little bit interesting, but it's not broken. It works. So there you guys go. This is how you replace your ignition lock on these rigs. This is a 2001 specifically. I'm pretty sure this same idea goes for 2000 all the way to 2004. So there you go. Taking this thing out of in and out of the ignition is going to be a rework. It's so flawless though. Man. Heck yeah, dude. Oh, there you guys go. You guys can go ahead and see the headlights and fog lights in action. Because I wasn't able to fix the blinkers, I gotta show you guys them at least. So, yeah, there you go. They look really cool. These things are much brighter than the original ones. New white bulbs and orange bulbs. So, yeah, there you go. Anyways, with all that said, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm back. I'm gonna be filming a whole bunch more stuff. I even have another Twisted episode coming out soon. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see y'all later in another video. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the blinkers fixed, but I was able to fix the ignition lock. So there we go. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed, and we'll see y'all later in the next one. See ya.